Good evening, everybody, and welcome to Backfire Simsport TV. I'm Clyde Whiting, and tonight we bring you the Season 2 finale of the BSTV GT4 TCR Challenge, live from the magnificent Monza. And in the booth with me tonight, our usual regular co-commentators. Good evening, Ryan Walker.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening to Bill Switzer.
Good evening, Clyde. Good evening, everybody.
And on the cameras, we have good evening, Sam Boozin.
Good evening.
And we have a special treat for you tonight. We have our very own Tyler Newitt, who will be doing some in-car reporting, mainly just to keep him awake, to be honest. Good evening, Tyler.
Hello, Clyde. Good evening, everybody.
Okay, gents. So, when we was off air, we was just saying how quickly this season has gone. End of season 2, plans for season 3, 98% complete, I would say. It's been from my point of view anyway, it's been an absolutely fantastic season. We've seen this series grow and grow and grow. We've seen the drivers, including Tyler, grow in stature, confidence, and ability. I, for one, don't know about you, Bill. Obviously, you've been with us all season. I can't wait for season 3 to begin.
Well, I'm inclined to agree with you, and I agree with everything you said. Season 1 was kind of a cakewalk for Andrew Hopley, but this year, a lot of the guys have become more competitive. There's more, car-to-car battles, and it's a really great group too. We have a couple little issues from time to time, but that's the nature of the beast. So, but it's been a great season, and as we said before, God, it flew by. It was just a lot of competitive races. Really some different winners for a change, and not putting down Andrew Hopley, but it's nice to see somebody else give him a tussle. So, looking forward to the next season, Clyde.
Yeah, definitely. And Ryan, you joined us sort of halfway through the season. We're hoping you're going to be a regular feature on a Wednesday night with us in the future. What have you made of this league, the drivers, and the racing therein?
I think the racing's been really good this season, and the series in both classes. Like you say, I only joined halfway through the season, so it's kind of just been using each race just to get used to the series and just figure out who's quick in both classes. And I'll definitely be back next season and for future races for the series, because it's been really enjoyable. And there's been some incidents like Bill's mentioned, but that's just part of multi-class racing and racing in general. And I think next season, if it's been anything to go by this season, I think it should be absolutely brilliant.
Yeah, I don't think we'll forget Yazgate at Alton Park in a hurry. Sam, from your point of view, from the cameras, I know this is one of your favourite leagues, if not your favourite league. It must be very, very enjoyable with the action that we get on track to be the cameraman for this series.
Yeah, it's the best one. I think we broadcast in my eyes. The drivers are awesome. It has been the case for season 1 and again for season 2, and I do hope it will be the same for season 3. They provide great show in GT4, in TCR. There's some mishaps, but overall I think it's the best league I've ever seen on iRacing.
Okay, and Tyler, I know you're busy driving and trying to qualify, hopefully. But whilst you're going around, obviously we hope that you're going to be back in this league, because we've enjoyed seeing you in it and what you can do with your Porsche. But from a driver's perspective, is it an enjoying league to be part of?
I tell you what, I've said before. Let me just take Parabolica here.
I've never heard you say that before.
It's got to be the friendliest league that I've ever been a part of. As has been mentioned several times, I think all the drivers have had some disagreements over the course of the season, but never enough to really get anyone particularly upset. And just the level of competition and the level of camaraderie and sportsmanship, I suppose, is second to none among leagues that I've raced in.
Well, that's always good to hear. So, gents, let's talk about tonight. So, round 12. Let's get the important part out of the way first. The reason that everybody tunes in, and that's to see what paint Pete and Gary are running tonight. So, I'm sure Sam will get it up on the screen for us. Get it up probably not being the correct use of terminology, but you can see the guys are running in their favourite erectile dysfunction livery tonight. So well done, guys. Glad that you support that, and we all suffer from something, and there's no need to be ashamed. Whilst we're talking about new liveries, something that caught my eye earlier on this week when I first spotted it, Chris Shaw has got a very striking new livery on his Audi TCR. I'm sure Sam will get that on the screen for us. There it is. Again, those colours, I think they go perfectly, and that car certainly stands out. So, well done to all the painters. So, Ryan, let's start with you. Monza. Now, this track can be it can be a nightmare. It can also be very, very frustrating. But if you get into the flow and you get those chicanes sorted out, this can be a very rewarding track.
Yeah, absolutely. It's one of my favourite tracks in iRacing, and I've always enjoyed racing around here than anything. And it can be a bit frustrating, but it's just if you nail a lap around here, it's so rewarding. And I think tonight with both classes being relatively close, I guess in a way, I think it could make lapping the TCR cars a little bit more difficult. But overall, it's a great track, and one that I never ever get tired of lapping around.
Yeah, it's Bill. It's one of them tracks, isn't it? I think there's a few tracks in the world that when you nail it, you've nailed it, and you get that cheeky little smile come across your face when you go over the finish line, knowing that that was the best lap that you could have possibly done.
I have to tell you, I probably swear at this track more than any other track. It's it seems like wide open and kind of easy and stuff, but I'll tell you, there's a lot of really frustrating corners here and difficult corners, like Parabolica, or as Clyde calls it, Diabolica. It's probably one of the most frustrating corners. It looks like you can really rip through there, but you have to really use your noggin. You got to be very careful there that you don't go, off track, get a incident point or whatever. It's important track. It's an important corner to come out of well too, because excuse me, you have the front straightaway, which you really want to get down into the lovely chicane. But it's okay. It's an okay track.
To me, Ryan, it's typical Italian, and I mean that in the nicest possible way. It's a fiery track. It's full pelt and full stop, and full pelt and full stop. There's no in between with it. You're either going or not going.
Yeah, absolutely. It's like you say, it's one of those flowing tracks as well, and then on the other hand, it's also kind of stop-start as well. But my two favourite corners around here have to be the two Lesmos, just because it's a bit of it's kind of, I guess in a way, it's two flowing corners. Basically, like you flow in the first right, and then you flow in the second right. It's basically basically you're kind of like turning for probably about 5 seconds or so, but it's still a fun corner.
Yeah, Bill, you know, the chicanes, obviously very, very important. You know, there's a lot of tracks where you can get away with mistakes in the chicanes, but here, you know, there's a long straight after every chicane. So if you make a mistake in the chicane, you're basically carrying that mistake down the next straight.
For sure, and you can never get it back to this first chicane is an absolute agate smasher. I'll tell you, you especially at the start, try to funnel through there. I mean, I've seen more accidents in that first lap coming down to that corner. It's very tight, and I think the exit is worse than the entry. The exit kind of curves back around against itself, which makes it really difficult, and you don't have a lot of room on the outside. So, and then just when you get done with that, you come to the next one, and the next one is kind of a high speed. You enter there really fast, and you got to be very careful, because if you're too fast, go over across those killing rumble strips, and you've ruined your race basically.
Yeah, just see that Chris Shaw is having some technical issues, shall we say, at the moment. So let's say hello to Stacey on the chat, and nice to see Stacey's other half Martin is a bit more on the pace this week in his TCR. And a big hello to Olivia, or Olivier, or Oliver, depending on how you want to pronounce it. Let's have a look at where we stand so far in qualifying, with about 7 minutes to go, and then we'll have a quick rundown of the standing. So, top three in GT4 at the moment are Double R currently sits on provisional pole, Triple A is in provisional second, and Andrew Hopley currently provisionally third. In TCR, Mark Heron sits on provisional pole. Chris Shaw is currently second, but I know from the Discord chat he's having technical issues. Let's hope he manages to get that sorted out. And Carl Hardy sits in third. So, Sam, I'm assuming you've got them because you are always professional. If we can have a look at the standings, we will see that, barring a major miracle, Andrew Hopley is going to be a two-time GT4 champion. However, it is quite possible that if everybody smashed him off the track at every opportunity and gave him 300 penalty points, he might not win. Not that I would suggest that we should do that, but mathematically, Andrew probably would have been better off not driving tonight and sewing up the championship, but we know he's not that type of guy. Second place, Kevin Vimont. Fairly secure in second, I would guess. He's going to have to have a bit of a disaster not to take away the runner-up spot. But the fight is on for third place between Stuart Dick and Double R, Romain Ratu. There is only 14 points behind them. Between them. So we'll watch that battle tonight. In TCR, so Tom Stanley obviously had that fantastic start to the season. And again, we're hoping Chris Shaw gets his problems sorted so that he can put up some sort of challenge. He's only 68 points behind, so, a bad race from Tom. There's always a possibility there. Those two are clear out in first and second. David Ayres, in theory, should take home third place overall. But again, there's just that much of a gap there that if he was to have an absolute stinker, Carl Hardy has got a chance. Into the team standings. Now, this is where things are really, really close. and the top 3 teams can probably finish in any order. So H Motorsports are on 2,840, Mika Esports are on 2,825, and Result Clothing are on 2,802. So it will be very, very interesting to see where that all ends up at the end of the night. I'm hoping that the guys can kick off the interviews for me, and what I shall do in the background is I shall get the result uploaded so that we know exactly who has won what. And a quick hello to Alan Toon, who's joined in. So, gents, where are we? So, nothing has changed in TCR, but Andrew Hockley has gone provisional pole, dropping Double R down to second and Triple A down to third. One very, very important question, and this one is for Bill. Who are you going to cripple tonight with your prediction?
Well, I've decided I better not say anything, especially in a championship, because the dark cloud follows me and the person that I pick. So I'm going to just stay out of this one tonight.
Okay, that's fair enough. So everybody's safe. It does, Ryan, it looks like an absolutely fantastic battle up the top there in GT4. And Tyler was telling us earlier on that the TCRs just couldn't get away from each other in practice. So, in theory, we've got one hell of a race coming up.
Yeah, it's looking really close at the moment, and what a way to fight to round out the season at Monza, and the pace being so close. But if I was to predict the winner in both classes, GT4, I'm going to have to go for, even though he's got the championship wrapped up, I would have to go for Andrew Hockley, because he's pretty much just been dynamite this season. TCR, I would have to say, I'm going to be different for TCR. I'm going to go for maybe Chris Shaw.
Interesting. I can never bet. Just seen Tyler pop out a quicker time in. He's moved himself up to 4th in GT4. Sorry, got distracted. You can never bet against Andrew Hockley. We have seen the odd mistake from him, but you know, overall, although I think the field in GT4 has certainly closed up, he's still just got that little edge. But Double R is driving really, really well, so it's close between them. And I too was going to go for Chris Shaw in TCR, but I'm now worried about his technical issues. He's sorted them out by changing some stuff around, and he's on an old monitor. Is that gonna? I don't know. TCR, those two in TCR, you can flip a coin, can't you, as to who's going to win out of them two? Or do we get another Yazgate and get a new winner? So I think the one that I'm going to be watching the most in TCR is Gary Craig, because I think he's done 3 races, had a win and had 2 podiums. So let's see if he can keep that up. And obviously Martin Brennan as well, because Martin has only done a couple of races. He did one in the GT4, then switched to TCR. He will freely admit he was way off the pace last week, and ended up rage quitting. As Stacey gave us all the inside information about what was going on in the house, but he's on pace this week, Ryan.
Yeah, absolutely. It's looking good so far, and hopefully he can get a good result this season.
I think he needs to use Pete, doesn't he, as his target? I think not in a crashy way. I mean, you know.
I just want to say I certainly hope that the run up front in TCR is not decided by technical issues. That would be a bummer.
Yeah, that's true. Where is Tyler?
I know it's part of the game, but you know.
How? I'm presuming you can hear me, Tyler. Your qualifying seemed to go quite well. Popped it
Yeah,
up there
for
in
once.
fourth.
I snuck in behind both of the asymmetric cars before for that last lap, and fortunately got a massive tow off of Stewart. He's been far quicker than I can make this Porsche go all week in practices, so I don't think I'm going to be the one to challenge the BMWs. I think Stewart is probably quicker than me, but I just got a little lucky with my qualifying run. I think well, he's still on track behind AAA, so I don't think it's done and dusted yet. But
Yeah.
um,
Do you think the BMWs they're going to be hard to beat, and they ran Monza?
yeah, we're going to need some luck as the Porsche runners to do anything with them. That 56.5 is the best I can do. I think I couldn't go much quicker than that. And I've put a lot of time into the setup of this car, far more than I should, to get it to try and be competitive with the BMWs. The only thing that we might have going for us is I know this is a high fuel consumption track, and it's a pretty tight fuel window already. And I think the BMWs have been slightly worse on fuel in general this season. So I think my only hope is for it being really tough on fuel for the BMWs, because on pure pace, we have no chance.
And are you able to divulge your pit tactic tonight?
Yeah, sure. I'm gonna be taking left side tires because I'm taking on so much fuel that I can, and I practiced it. I don't think it's going to be enough to make a difference in the outcome of the race, but that's my plan. I'll probably come in as soon as I think the green flag pit window is open, assuming we don't get a safety car first. That's generally how it goes. If I'm further back, I might try and gamble on a safety car, but I qualified pretty well, so I think the target is to just kind of maximize green flag pit strategy, and if the safety car comes out, deal with it then.
Okay, we got the
Excellent.
grid up, guys.
Yeah, good luck in the race, Tyler. We'll try and pick some really awkward moments to talk to you. So, Bill, do you want to do the GT4 grid, Tyler,
Sure.
the TCR? Ryan, TCRs?
Sounds good.
Okay, starting on the pole is Andrew Hopley from H Motorsports. Second is Roman Ratu and Mika Esports. Third, Abdul Al Amri from Asymmetric GT4. Fourth is our own Tyler Newitt. He's got New York under there. I don't know why. Fifth is Gregory Branix, H Motorsports in fifth. Stuart Dick, Asymmetric GT4 in sixth. Kevin Viamont, Mika Esports in seventh. Paul Burgess, ninth, Light Racing in eighth. Ninth, Rob Venn, one of our own BSTV Esports. 10th is Stefan Goebel in BTS Germany. 11th, Vaz Semai, 9th, Light Racing. 12th, Simon Chester, Northern Lights Racing. And then we got 13th, Ben Cullen. I didn't see him out there. I don't know. He may be out there.
He done laps in practice. But,
okay, he's 13th. Okay, there you go, TCR.
He's on the grid.
Yep, so it's taking the pole position in the TCR for asymmetric is Tom Stanley. Alongside him is Mark Herron, also for asymmetric. With row 2, Chris Shaw for Ascari Autosport. Fourth place is Carl Hardy for Result Clothing. Then you've got Gary Craig for BSTV Team Wheel. I can't say that name. My apologies. Wheelby, that's the one. Thank you. With fellow Scott Malcolm lining up in 6th, with Pete Bingham for BSTV. Team in 7th with Roger Morton in 8th, and 9th position going to Martin Brennan, and David Dares rounds out the grid in 10th for the TCRs.
Excellent. So, I'm not sure if Ben Cullen he got a received throughput from iRacing, and so I haven't seen him join again. So we'll have to wait and see on Ben. So safety car is coming up to Diabolica. Safety car will peel in, and then we will be go. Nice gap between the GT4s and the TCRs, as usual. Very well controlled by everybody.
Pace car in. They're gone.
And we are go for round 12 of season 2.
Andrew Humphrey really jets away. Wow, got a good start.
Let's just hope they're all sensible in turn 1 and turn 2.
Yeah, this is where it can be messy, but
So far, so good. Here comes the TCR through there.
I do truly mean this.
Who's on the road? You got into Chris Shaw.
Yeah, Chris has got a cone. Chris has got a cone stuck in his car. Mark is trying to give him the place. Oh, there goes the cone. It's free. Yeah, as I was going to say, you know, if any league get through turn 1 at Monza cleanly, it's this league. There is a lot of respect out there.
That was a pleasant surprise. Not too much.
However, what happened to Andrew Hockley?
You got to slow down.
Ah, thank you, Tyler. Yeah, we can see him serving it there. Well done, Sam. So, nice clean start, guys, apart from, obviously, Mark Heron's little spin, which I think, fortunately for Mark, Chris Shaw was there and straightened him up.
Yeah, and it looks like Chris Shaw, fortunately, didn't get much damage at all either. Other than losing a lot of spots.
Yeah, welcome to my old buddy Bobby Childs on the chat. Long time no hear, my friend. Looks like who was that? That was Kevin Veermont's got his dodgy connection going again.
Doing the Bingham, huh? Yeah.
Yeah, he did go full Bingham for a little while.
And here we got AAA and Double R fighting for first place.
Yeah.
Chicane.
Oh, there's been an incident in this game.
That's Kevin.
Kevin, he cut the corner and spun around.
Stefan,
That was
Stefan Gobel, I think.
right, correct. 2 Porsches. Whoa, baby.
Holy mother of God.
I think that was pretty, pretty optimistic, wasn't it?
That was a bit of a torpedo move.
We've seen an exocet move like that before.
Wow. Oh, man.
Has he just
Way too
totally missed his braking point there, do you think?
I don't know if that was a hardware failure or not.
Way too fast. Almost like he didn't have brakes or something. Really strange.
Yeah, that was certainly not pretty.
Come on, Pete and Gary, drive hard, if you know what I mean. Okay, good.
Yeah, I think they're just limping around at the moment.
Andrew Hopley trying to work his way back up. It was a pretty nice pass.
Yeah, he throws a move there, doesn't he, on
that
Stewart?
was nice, wow.
Oh, yeah, it was a bit of elbows out.
Yeah, Stewart's not giving it up, though.
Stewart didn't like that.
He's liking the toe from that BMW that's 17 times bigger than his Porsche.
Into Diabolica.
Oh,
You touched him.
Was that a touch? Was that net
Well,
code?
pretty darn close. Maybe net code.
I think it might have just been net code, but that was really close.
They were really close together.
Have a look. It's net
Nope,
code.
he never touched him.
Yeah. This is getting very annoying now because we're seeing this in many series, not just ours, and official racing. Don't know if iRacing have got something going on with their networks, but it bloody needs sorting.
AAA and I both have slowdowns from turn 1.
Oh dear.
Well, yeah, David, there's and it looks like Martin Brennan, by the looks of it, having a bit of a battle into turn 1.
They sure were. That was very good.
Way 3 wide.
Oh,
wow.
That was a moment to empty your bowels.
Well, Martin's learning by feet to the fire right here.
Well, yeah, he's, to be fair to him.
Hang on to it, that a boy. Not
there
bad.
wasn't a
Okay.
lot to do
That'll
there.
be a slowdown, I think. Yep.
Who is that? That's Roger Morton, isn't it? He's racing again. This is Carl Hardy, Scott Malcolm,
And Gary Craig.
Gary Craig.
Oh, well, that was so
Scott's
close.
threading the needle there. Gary's not giving it up.
Wow, good move, Gary. That was excellent. Wow.
Well, that was close, but nice move.
Yeah,
There's another one. Wow.
if you can tuck that in there, you can get away with it because you can lose all your speed on the apex, and the other car can't go anywhere.
Got to get that one perfectly right, though.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
AAA alongside of Gregory Brantz into Diabolica. And Tyler Newitt's right behind those two.
Yeah.
With Andrew Hopley behind him.
I think those guys, including Tyler, need to work together because otherwise Double R's going to run away.
That'll never happen.
What's going on here? That's surely not Bingham. No, it's not. I was going to say there's an overtake going on there, so it can't be Bingham.
And there's Pete. He's watching from back a ways.
There he is. I just see him in the background. Oh, look at 3 wide again.
Ooh. Oh, goodness.
You can tell.
Now, am I seeing damage on Martin's car in the front there?
Yeah, there was a little scuff on the front.
Okay.
So, Brian, what were you saying?
I was just going to say some of these drivers are taking their brave pills tonight.
They certainly are, aren't they? And touch wood, find some wood, your head will do.
What did you say? Pete's gonna get wood. Is that what you said?
Not tonight, no. But they're doing it safely. Did you let him go there, Tyler, or was that just
Yes.
I can't stop this BMW?
No, he's quicker than me, so no use me holding him up. Better to just ride this train if we can catch back up to Roman.
Excellent.
Simon Chester just made a nice move backing out for what's his name? Oh God, I forgot.
Yes, Samai.
That's it. Yep, I got the Sai in the wrong spot. Yes, Samai, correct.
Or Sai Yamaz.
Kevin Viemont trying to get a toe off the back of Mr. Burgess.
Yeah, I think Paul had some connection issues earlier on, but he's back again.
There's the Samai Chester battle still going on.
So I wonder when we're going to get Mr. Bobby Childs in the booth as a guest commentator. That would be interesting.
Look at this side by side. Oh, a little crowding there.
Yeah, obviously Mark is trying to get back up through the field after that first lap half spin.
Pulled off that pass. Very well done.
And obviously, for the folks at home, there is a possible random safety car in this series.
Whoa.
Goodness. David is.
Wow. He did everything.
Sorry, go on, Bill.
He did everything but hit him. Wow.
He certainly did. Yeah, so I was just going to say, safety car window opens at 15 minutes into the race and closes 45 minutes into the race. And it can come out at any time during that half an hour period, or it might not come out at all. We don't know. Only Sam does.
And in the past, we've tried to bribe Sam, but he won't tell us, so we don't really know.
It's a power trip thing. It's the only thing we let him be in charge of, so that's his thing. He likes the spinny wheel and things like that.
I
so.
don't need pills to get power.
Okay, it looks like Roger Morton and who's it?
Yeah, a bit
Trying
door
to
banging
team up.
there, boys. Bit of door banging.
Oh,
And a bit
Martin
more.
behind again.
Nice move on the outside there, Martin.
Please tell me that's Gary. That's Gary. Yeah.
Looks like Gary trying to chase down Tom Stanley there. And then Scott Malcolm and Kevin Hardy, or Carl Hardy. Kevin Hardy, I'm all right. No, I'm not.
I must admit, Bill, I was watching the Sunday's broadcast on Monday, and some of the names you came up with, I was nearly wetting myself.
Hey, that's terrible. Well, you know, that league still, I'm still trying to learn who's in that. I mean, you know, and of course the color combinations, and they're all, you know, just, it's hard to remember all the guys, really.
So Stefan Goebel there, I don't know if you noticed, but he gave Pete a very, very wide berth
Did he? Excellent. Good.
when going past him. Up the front of GT4s, Romain Ratou has a 3.3 second lead over Abdullah Al Amri. Greg Vranks is in third. Andrew Hopley fourth. Tyler Newitt in fifth. In TCR, we've got Tom Stanley has got an almost 4 second lead over Gary Craig. Gary Craig is 3/4 of a second up on Scott Malcolm. Then comes Carl Hardy, and then Princess Pete in fifth. We are 12 minutes into this race. As we said, it could be a random safety car. The cars are fuel limited. They will have to pit at some point. Tyler was telling us that the pit window is fairly narrow tonight, as this is a high fuel usage track, because you spend so much time on the loud pedal. So who have we got there? We've got Rob Venn. Rob must be happy. He's behind Kevin Veermont, but ahead of Stuart Dick.
Stay with Kevin there. Kevin's pulled out a slight lead, but not a heck of a lot. He's still in contention there.
Yeah, Exocet Goebel is still trying to get back through the TCRs. He's only got Tom Stanley to go now, and then he can start chasing down the rest of the GT4s. So Kevin had a hell of a run there, but he can't do nothing with it.
Well, I think, you know, Tyler kind of alluded that when he said that was all he had in time. I think, you know, they can probably stay with him in a draft and stuff, but as far as enough oomph to get by him, that may be questionable.
Yeah, I'm driving 100% right now, and I'm barely hanging on to the H guys in front of me, and we're losing time to the leaders. So, yeah, this is all I got.
That's what I thought. Let's see, Kevin just pulled out on Paul Burgess. Let's see if he can get by him going. He might be able to stuck him in the hairpin there coming up.
Yeah, I think he's done it this time.
He's in the right position. That was a nice move. Good pass.
So I don't know what the fuel usage is on these two different GT4s, but I suppose the Porsche drivers, as Tyler was saying earlier before the race started, if the Porsche is a little bit better on its fuel, you know, we could see the Porsches having to take less fuel in the stop, and maybe that's how they make their time back.
That's a very good question. I couldn't tell you who. You know, I mean, if you got to run full tote most of the time like a Porsche, doesn't necessarily mean it's better on fuel mileage. You know, I mean, when you got the hammer down the whole time, it's not going to help your fuel mileage. However, we know that the BMWs have a lot of grunt. I'm sure they eat fuel too, plenty of it. Hard to say. Don't know. Kevin Vimas doing pretty well in clear air out there by himself. I'm surprised.
Yeah, Double R is extending his lead at the moment. I don't know. Obviously, we haven't been watching this battle, but I don't know whether AAA is having to go defensive at all.
He's not. It just seems that the H guys can't get organized enough to get by him, and they can't really get working together to help each other out. So we keep losing time because AAA is just in front.
Yeah, to be fair, Tyler, I suppose those battling in front of you, although you're losing the leader, it's keeping you in touch.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, I enjoy it. Who knows how long it'll last, but I'm hanging on for dear life here.
Greg Branch seems a little bit apprehensive. He's kind of stuck out a couple times, but I don't know whether he may not have the speed to do it. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I think if I was in Greg's shoes, I would probably let my team leader through, because, you know, one way or another, Hopley will find a move somewhere on Al Amri, and then in Greg's shoes, I would try and use Hopley as the pick to the lock and follow him wherever he goes to get past AAA.
Well, at one point,
there must be at some point a multi-21 where they say, look, I can't get past, you have a go.
Well, I noticed at one point when you read off the top 5 there, when you were reading off the TCR, Andrew Hopley ducked in front of him for a short time. I don't know how Gregory got back up by him, but he did.
Yeah.
Hopley had to slow down in the second chicane. That's what set him back.
I have a feeling that the reason, he might get it done now because AAA is going to get a hell of a run around the outside. I think the H guys are definitely working together.
They might leave him out hanging on this one.
But I think what has stopped them changing positions is the fact that Tyler's sticking with them.
Maybe, yeah.
It's quite easy for that to go wrong, but I think, Greg's going to get past here. We should do.
Look,
well done, AAA.
He hung in there.
Yeah.
I've also already had 2 4Xs, so I'm not throwing it down the inside there.
Yeah, and you know why this is going on. The gap out front is now 6 seconds.
Vrank's managed to get the move done.
Yeah, he did. He got by him. Wow.
I think Double R must be peeing his little panties at the moment. Come on, boys, keep fighting.
Well, I think he's got Big Mo on his side after his last win. Wow, did really well.
Number showing as white and not green.
Because I have some issue with SDK right now. I'm gonna sort that out. Don't worry too much, Stacy.
Sam's gonna sort it.
He's gonna get out his little paintbrush and fix it.
So Sam says the ugliest driver on the grid gets white numbers every week.
Well, shouldn't I then?
No, you're beautiful. You're our little smiling assassin.
willing to show their face.
Yeah, and that, we can't even see that. Yeah, it's just a bug in the timing software, Stacey.
It's fixed. Good job, Sam.
There you go.
Look at Gary Craig.
Hello. No, that's Pete.
Oh, wow.
I knew it was Pete because he was sideways round the corner.
Who's trying to pass Mark Heron, huh? Yeah, wow.
Yeah, there's a real good battle.
Gary Craig is
Just in front of them. You've got these three here, and you've got another 3-car TCR battle in front.
Unbelievable.
Right, so that gap is 6.1. So now they've sorted themselves out a little bit. Double R's not pulling away as much.
Yeah, it's not ideal for me.
Yeah, you lost some of your grip.
They're dropping you a little bit, aren't they?
Yeah, I think Craig's a little quicker than AAA right now, and he's pulling him along in front of me.
When do you think your pit window is open, Tyler?
3 laps or so.
Okay.
Lap 14.
Okay. And you're sticking to your original plan? You're diving in then?
Should be.
So I think in this battle, ideally, Andrew Hopley would like to get past AAA and then work with his teammate to try and close down Double R. But he's got a class driver in front of him in AAA, so nice close up there of Mr. Bingham's car and his new sponsor.
Oh, that was so close. Yeah, David there's
Giving him plenty of room, Pete is.
Yeah, they're getting a bit close
Pete,
now.
Wow.
I think Pete was Pete off the track then?
I
Close.
don't know, I'm not sure. This could get a little cheeky.
Yeah, Pete can defend this if he's brave, but no,
He's backing out, looks like.
Yeah, he's small kahunas there, Bingham.
Hopley has been wild through Ascari the last couple times. Almost dropped it both laps.
Is he jumping over the sausage curves or something, or what?
Yeah, which I'm doing too, but I'm just straddling it because the Porsche is so far off the ground I can.
Yeah,
right,
I think the Porsche does handle the bumps better, doesn't it, than the BMW?
For sure, and I kind of set it up that way because that's the only way I was gonna. If I could get out of the chicanes better, that's the only way to keep up with the BMWs. So that's how I've got it kind of sorted. AAA's making a move on.
Yeah,
on Craig.
AAA's
He's going to get it done
back.
too. It looks like he's going to get
Double
this
R's
one.
like, well done. Yeah, I like that. That'll be some more time for me.
I like that as well.
Somebody's in the pits. Stuart Dick's in the pits.
That's early.
Yeah, he doesn't seem to have any sort of major damage. Got nothing to say that he's crashed, so he thinks he can get home from here.
I reckon he probably can't without a safety car. With a safety car for sure, but you'd have to do a lot of fuel saving from here.
Yeah, so Stuart is obviously gambling on the fact that there will be a safety car. Otherwise, he might go cough, cough, splutter at the end. I know that feeling.
Carl Hardy's still trying to catch up with Gary Craig, trying to make a move into
Yeah,
second place.
this is a good battle. They seem to have dropped Scott a little bit, but Scott will catch that up again.
Yeah, he seems to have improved as the seasons went on. Carl Hardy's doing well.
Okay, so there was a little deal there between them two.
Yeah, it looked like Gary Craig let him go, definitely.
Yeah, he said so on the driver chat.
Yeah. Because Tom Stanley has currently got a 7.5 second lead. Roger Morton's in the pits now.
Triple A's in the pits.
pits.
I think he could make it from here if he gets real lucky and the fuel economy of the BMW is similar.
What are we seeing here? Hey!
Hey!
Half spin by Bingham. You numpty.
That was a bit of a lump spin.
That was, wasn't it? Yeah. That was a bit soft.
Gary Craig closing in on Carl Hardy again, trying to get by.
I don't think he's trying to get by, Bill. I think they're trying to work together to try and close that gap to Tom Stanley.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, I wonder if Gary's maybe doing some fuel saving as well.
It could be that Gary just moved out of the way and let Carl pass, and obviously there was some chat between them. They're still chatting now. There you go. Is he now going to give it back? Yeah.
Oh, I thought Gary was going off there.
Yeah, these guys are definitely working together just to see if there's anything that they can do. So Pete has come in the pit. You know, he's obviously going to say he had a puncture or something, and that's why he had his little soft spin. Tyler dives in the pits.
Yeah.
First three carry on.
What's happened with Chris Shaw? He's way down. Wow.
Yeah, he had that issue, didn't he, at the start? And he pitted, so I think he had some damage from that.
Yeah.
On the plus side, I think Chris knew that the cards really had to fall in his favour tonight for him to take away the championship. So
Yeah, it's really a shame. Would have been nice to see those two tussling it out, but
yeah.
doesn't always work out that way.
Triple A's gained a lot on me in the pit cycle.
Yeah, he certainly has.
Yeah, 2 seconds less fuel for AAA.
Yeah, I might have I put an extra lap in, so.
Did you take rubber as well?
Left sides.
Yeah. Okay.
Shouldn't have affected the fuel time. It was definitely less.
Carl Hardy has slipped by Gary Craig again going into the hairpin. I mean, into the chicane.
He nearly slipped around 360 degrees there.
Certainly did. Mark Heron and David Ayre still running along astern to each other. Nose to tail. Well, those three guys riding together is cool, isn't it? Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah, David Ayres and Mark Heron seem to be catching
Hey.
the Carson.
Whoa, there she blows. There she blows.
Safety car!
Everyone up front made the pits, so that's a big loss for me.
You missed it by a lap or two, Tyler. Too bad.
Well, no, if Sam had thrown in a lap earlier, it would have been perfect, but see if I can beat any of the cars out. Not make the same mistake I did at Olton. Don't think it's gonna happen.
Double R's coming out. You got him. No, I'm sorry. That's Kevin.
Well, it's telling
Kevin
me.
Viamont.
It's telling me to pass Andrew.
Whoa!
Whoa!
Hold it, baby.
Tyler's going to take a shortcut.
Yeah, we didn't need that bit of bone.
It's telling me to go by the H cars, and I missed my breaking point. Whoops.
One way to ride him.
Yeah, another one for the bloopers reel.
Not quite sure how that works, because they were definitely ahead of me when they were exiting the pits. I guess maybe if they're still technically in the pit lane, it puts me in front of them from being on track. But
Yeah,
I'll take
I
it.
don't know, mate, but I wouldn't complain about it.
Looks as though it's put AAA in front of Double R as well.
Yep.
How does it works in... Whoa. Why is the safety car behind
It's
you?
put me in front of Double R as well.
Really?
What?
Maybe
Yeah.
because the control line is... What's going on with the safety car? Why are you racing like crazy when the safety car is behind you?
It's told us to pass it.
What?
That was weird.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ooh, Double R is stopped. Oh, he's waiting for the safety car? Okay,
Yeah, I
there
think
we
the
go.
control line here at Monza is just start-finish line, which is the finish line. It's at the entry of the pit lane, so that's maybe why.
Tyler, looks like they're gonna.
Yeah.
Looks like they're gonna put you behind.
I
these
think
guys.
you're gonna need to wave by. Yeah, you're gonna need to wave by everyone who was in the pits there. I'd set Romam behind the pace car, and
Doesn't seem right. That's like putting you at the back of the field, Tyler. I don't understand that.
well, it's putting us at the back of the field, but a lap up on everybody.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Are you definitely going to be a lap ahead?
Yes, I'm already closing in on a lap up on everybody.
And yeah, Bobby Charles said that in the chat as well. iRacing safety car doesn't always work well for multi-class racing on iRacing, and yeah, that's true.
Right, so lights are still on the pace car. So if I start waving people,
Yeah. So give Roman, Greg Franks, Andrew Hopley, Simon Chester, Kevin Viamont, Stephen Goebel all seem to be stuck behind the pace car.
what number is 99? Tell them to shut the fuck up, will you? No, I didn't.
I just about spat my water out when you said that.
Hopley. So I leave him to last because he's been cunt.
No.
Right, come on, guys. Let's get this sorted. Can somebody let me know when the lights go off on the pace car?
Yeah, you can add a lap on the safety car if needed.
How do I do that?
Just to throw the yellow admin command again.
Says the race is already under caution.
Okay, then it's not about to go green.
Right.
Hopefully.
Okay, where did we get to? Done Hopley, didn't I? Yeah. 69. Guys, when you're watching this back on the chat, please be patient. I am getting this done as soon as I possibly can. Paul Burgess need a wave round? I guess he does. He wasn't a lap down, was he?
Kevin first, Kevin then Paul.
I've done Kevin, yeah.
Okay.
TCRs are okay though. That's weird, isn't it?
Kevin hasn't gone yet. Oh, there he goes.
You have to wave by all the TCRs as well, because they will be in front of the queue, and that's not gonna work. That's gonna be chaos.
Right, okay. Working on it.
Looking at how the things are right now, they all get a wave by.
Wow.
Yeah, it'll be like Christmas has come early for these guys.
Jeez.
I'll keep trying to throw a yellow. Because you got to wait for me to bloody type it, Hardy.
Yeah, the lights are still on, so we're good. Yeah, give it another lap.
I can't hear anything in the voice chat. I've got it disabled. Which is probably a good thing.
Well, now it's showing AAA in first, Tyler, you're in second, Stuart Dick. That sounds right for the GT4s. Stuart Dick's
Lights
pulling
are
off
off, Clyde.
The lights are off, yeah.
There you
Done.
go.
They're back on. Why is Stuart Dick way down there? Oh, maybe he's leaving room for the TCRs to get by.
You want me to do it, Clyde?
I'm doing it.
But they're doing nothing right now. They're not waving at all.
Nobody's going anywhere.
Well, they're all waving. I'm up to Pete so far.
But they're still...
Carl Hardy, if he's complaining, sitting behind him.
Well, he's had it.
Why are you still behind Tyler then?
Oh, there he goes. There goes Hardy.
If they're not
Mark
reading
Aaron,
the
okay,
screen, it's
they're
not my
going
fault.
now. They're finally
I'm trying to
going.
communicate to him. They were saying Simon Chester, everyone was being told to stay behind the 69 car, I think.
Yeah, he was sitting behind the pace car. Little did he know you could run through the pace car. It won't do anything. Wow, that was confusing.
Right, that should be all of them.
They're still going around.
All right, yeah, everyone I think has gone, taken their wave bys now.
Yeah, looks good. More or less ready to go now.
Well, that's the first time that's happened.
Yeah, I think that's because of Monza and the way it's laid out, and the fact that everyone was in the pit when the safety car came out, and yeah, that was really not the right time, I think. Because, as I said, I think the control line for the spot behind the safety car is the start-finish line, but when the safety car came out, the first place was double R, and so the safety car picked double R as behind him. But all the guys got to pass double R because they were past the control line as he was in the pit. That's weird, but I think that's the explanation.
Why is Stuart parking?
Yeah, that was weird.
He's now sitting in the pits.
So they're talking about having everyone go to the places they should be, and then you clear the black flags once it goes green.
Lights are off in the safety car. Who's that creeping up right there?
Do we want to put everyone where they should be and clear black flags, or roll at this?
Oh, we just roll at this.
Doing lining up double file? What is that? What the heck is Simon Chester?
I think Simon got an extra wave by.
We need to get Simon to win somehow.
Now there he goes. So he's never going to make it around before green.
Yeah, but he will be.
Whoa! Oh boy! Boom! He just crashed.
Oh man,
And the yellow was out.
If
Well,
that
no,
is not a commentator curse, that's Clyde. Well done.
I know I shouldn't laugh, but that was too funny.
Oh jeez! Gotta feel sorry for him. God.
So
Looks like he's
he's
stuck.
stuck?
Looks like he's stuck. How did he get stuck out there? Oh my goodness! Oh, he just.
Yeah, he's towed back to the pits. He was stuck, proper stuck.
I didn't think you could get stuck. I guess you can, huh?
Tyler, could you just give a message to AAA that if he crashes out, David Heavey is going to stop following him on Twitch?
Yeah, I think we need to stick that moment, or that moment that happened on a BSTV blooper reel.
Most definitely, yeah. So Tyler's warming his tyres. Lights are out on the pace car. We have 16.5 minutes to go.
Yeah, Tyler's weaving back and forth because the stay awake pill is worn off, so he wants to stay awake.
It doesn't do anything, but, you know, it's fun.
Alright, pace car's off.
I missed a shift.
Oh,
Oh dear, oh dear.
Well, they all made it through. Amazing. Wow.
again.
Wow.
You.
Whoa.
Oh.
That was a That was a bit of a squeaky ass time.
Yeah,
Yeah, that was a
just,
real close one.
just
Woo.
looked like he was going to drift out, didn't he? And yeah.
Got Tyler Newer working over the back of Rob Ben, coming out of a Ascari.
Yeah, Rob got a crazy good restart.
Well, it might be because you missed a shift too.
For sure, trying to get past Martin Brennan.
Martin's making his car wide. Wow.
He
Good
did well
defense.
there. He threw it
He
in,
sure
didn't he?
did. He sure did. That was an excellent job.
Roger Morton is hoping to pick up some pieces there.
Chris Shaw looking again. Roger Morton behind him, trying to get by Martin Brennan. I think they're going to have him done this time. At least Chris is, I think. Wow, look at that.
Yeah, Martin just over rotated there.
Yep, just a little bit. He did really well though, just the same. He didn't hit anybody. I would have punted him off the road.
So, obviously for the viewers at home, and also the drivers when they're watching this back, something that we banded about before the beginning of season 2 was having a manual safety car, because obviously the full course yellows. Oh, my bum squeaked then. The full course yellows on iRacing is basically set up for NASCAR, and it doesn't work, as we've seen, 100% well all of the time for road racing. One of the problems that kept us away from it was if you throw a iRacing yellow, obviously the field is supposed to be frozen, and iRacing will tell cars to get back into the correct order. Whereas if we do it manually, we was a little bit worried about I was 2 inches in front of him, so I should be in front of him. But I think it's something we're going to revisit and see if there's something that we can do with a manual safety car.
As a matter of fact, Stuart Dick is out. He's signed off and made some kind of comment in chat about all the running around and stuff, and he didn't want to mess up somebody or something. I didn't. It came across the screen quickly, and I didn't get to read the whole thing. Uh-oh.
Who was that? Yeah, great. That was the Lump Dick Pete.
I think basically what Stuart has said there is he was in a battle with Double R for 3rd place in the championship, and because of the way that iRacing has handled this yellow card and shuffled Double R back, Stuart is being very gentlemanly and saying, I'll park it to make sure that Double R gets 3rd place in the championship.
Yeah,
so,
okay. As I said, I didn't quite see the whole message, but it appeared something to do with the yellow car fiasco there. Yellow flag fiasco.
Yeah, and to be fair, Stuart's just confirmed that on the chat, so well done, Stuart.
You hear me talk about the friendliness and the sportsmanship in this league, that's what I'm talking about right there.
Exactly, yes, yeah. You know, if I was in Stuart's shoes, I wouldn't have done it.
Well, we know
I
you
would have just gone, yay, 3rd in the championship.
Got a picture of Scott Malcolm chasing down, who's that, Roger Morton. And Princess Pete's ahead of him, Martin Brennan ahead of Pete.
question for Bobby on the chat, because I know he's involved with the Ricmatech series, and they do the manual safety car. How do you sort out the running order? Does somebody go back and look at where everybody should be, and then you shuffle them about over the mic?
Uh-oh, Chris
Oh,
Shaw just got whacked in the...
Hold on, Chris. Oh,
Whoa!
oh, Jesus.
I think that was a tap from behind, wasn't it? By was it David Ayres?
And David's
Let's see.
apologized on the chat.
There we go. Yeah. Looked like Chris was going very slow then. Was he just serving the end of his slowdown for that?
I've got to slow down from Ascari. It's going to drop me out of this lead battle, I think.
What'd you do, go too wide coming out?
I cut too much.
Oh, okay.
But tell you what, Rob's giving AAA a run for his money, making him work for it.
Well, that's good to see.
Yeah, I was about to say, Robert Venn's having a good race.
I've been saying I've known Rob for a number of years. He used to race with us when we used to run the Pit Lane series, and he's not. The results that he's been getting don't reflect his talent, if that makes sense.
As I say that, I think you got to slow down in turn 1, but
What's happened? Kevin, I don't know what you're complaining about there, if I'm honest. I think Paul...
Well, he's the one that shoved his car in there, you know. And,
yeah, I think Paul had every right to be where he was supposed, where he was.
Absolutely, I agree with you.
Yeah, I'm not. I think Rob took a bit of a sabbatical from iRacing, and I think he's slowly getting back into it. So Stacey's just saying that Martin is enjoying himself tonight, and there's been no bad language. There's still 7 minutes left. Things can change.
Whoop! Uh-oh. Martin just tried a little dicey pass there, and
What's happened to Roger there? So there's a little nudge there. And then another one there. Yeah. That looked like one of those NASCAR things, doesn't it? Where you cut a chicane and you have to come to a full stop before you can go again.
yeah, it did. And Roger Morton was just doing some landscaping. I didn't see where he was, but he was off track for sure.
That's a bit naughty. Is that not off track? Or abusing track limits, basically. Oh, what?
Whoa!
That was hopefully taken to the escape road.
that's good. I was starting to hear the Jaws music looking at my relative. Of course, now that puts double R there, so not much better.
Yeah. And his teammate is going to go past him as well, I think. Slow down. Yeah. So, you got anything for those front two, Tyler, or are you just happy running where you are?
If I can come out of this with a podium, I will be quite happy.
Okay. So, Scott Malcolm.
Rob started to fall off since he got his slowdown,
Yeah,
so
Scott Malcolm.
I may be able to stick with him here, but otherwise, no, I don't think I have anything for those two.
Scott Malcolm's been rearranging the cones.
Yeah, he had dual cones.
Just overshot his braking point. took a couple of cones with him.
Gary Craig's doing an excellent job. He's very close to Tom Stanley at the moment.
Yeah, it must be that sponsorship.
Most definitely.
He's keeping it up.
And Carl Hardy's not far behind them either. So
Nope.
it's a good battle there in TCR.
Look at him go.
Gary Craig's
Right
got
on him.
running Tom Stanley.
Gary smells victory.
Yeah, don't go too soon, Gary. Just saying.
Yeah, I would say if I was Gary, I would maybe just stick behind, because waiting in the wings is Carl Hardy. And not too far behind them is Mark Heron.
Yeah, and we know what Carl Hardy's like. If there's not a gap, he'll make one. Because it has to be quite a big gap to get Carl through.
Oh, baby.
Come on,
A little late, Gary.
oh.
Ah!
There was always going to back doors there.
Carl's gone for it.
Yeah, and Carl just put the fastest lap of the TCR on
Yeah,
the
he
previous
won.
Yeah,
one.
he did, didn't he?
He
Yeah.
won it.
He's got the run again, and he's got the inside. Yeah, I think Tom Stanley was very, very clever there.
Yeah.
He's gone. Yeah, go on then.
But he's just been mugged
Wow,
by Carl
Carl
Hardy.
Hardy.
Yeah, there's 3 minutes left.
Oh, Gary.
Gary's off.
Gary's got excitable.
No, that's a slowdown, I think, too, isn't it, out there?
Oh, Gary, what have you done?
But this is a great battle. And look, Chris Shaw, he's catching him as well. This is going to be a 5-car battle on the last lap.
Rob's making a run for AAA as well.
So let's see where these guys are on track. We are modes. No, we're not. We're about to start the last lap, but we're not. Or are we? No, I think we've got one more after this. We're just going to get round. Good battle here, double R.
Oh. Yeah, he's cleared double R now. Look at this gaggle.
This is great.
Is Tom trying to give a win to Mark?
I don't know.
Yeah, I was just thinking that. I don't, because you let you actually like Carl and you let Mark by really easy. And just looking at Carl and Mark, they're starting to put away slightly because these 3 guys behind are just scrapping on themselves.
I would assume. There we go. We've just been told that
White flag.
Tom has wheel damage.
Who did?
Tom has got wheel damage.
Oh.
Picked up with that side by side with Gary, I would have thought.
Hang in there, Tyler. Double R and Andrew are fighting it out between the two of them here, so I think you got it made.
Yeah.
Well, I'm hoping Rob makes a move on AAA here since it's the last lap. Wouldn't mind a free victory.
Oh, the top three in TCR are going at it now.
Yeah, my money's on Chris Shaw.
Yeah, I was going to say if you're the third person in this battle, I think
Yeah.
that's where you want to be because of the slipstream.
Hopley
Oh,
and Brathu.
Whoa!
I was just saying they was duking it out. Look at Chris Shaw, he's going to do both of them.
Oh,
No, he's not. Oh,
Oh! Ah!
oh,
got a hell of a run there.
now, yeah, Carl Hardy's in the box seat now, or popcorn position as I like to call it.
Amazing battle, those three guys up front in TCR. He's never going to, I don't think he's going to get there, Tyler. Talking about Rob Ben.
No, I'll take a third then.
Oh, yeah.
So AAA is going to claim the win in GT4 with
Well
Rob
done,
again,
AAA. Well done.
very creditable second place, and Tyler Newitt comes home in third.
Yep, well done, boys.
Just concentrate on this TCR battle because Mark Heron is not going to give this up.
Whoa!
Oh!
He is
Oh,
no.
no. Oh, no.
Yeah, that'll be a slowdown.
Yeah.
And same with Andrew and Carl Hardy. I think he went wide too, but
Did he get a slowdown? He should have.
it looked like it. He was out of the ballpark coming off that corner.
Yeah, Carl's gone past now.
Well, depending what kind of slowdowns they get, Gary Craig might get this.
Yeah, I think they're all right now. And Gary's disappeared somewhere. Gary's got to slow down or he's out of fuel.
Yeah, I bet he's out of fuel. No, he's still running.
So we're just waiting for Princess Pete and Roger Morton to cross the line.
Yeah, it looks like there was a bit of handbags after the start-finish line, judging by the chart in-game.
Must agree with what Mark Heron said there, that pet peeves when the faster classes will start chatting and congratulating each other and the slower classes are still racing.
Being a back marker, I always used to get my go-to. These guys would be having a beer before I finish, and they're going on and on.
Right, so
Wow.
Bill and Ryan and Tyler, if you could just do a quick race summary for us and read the finishing orders, and I
Certainly.
will quietly in the background try and get these race results uploaded.
Okay, in the GT4, AAA, Abdel Al Amri finished first for Asymmetric. Rob Venn in an excellent performance, BSTV Esports in second. And our own Tyler Newitt came home third in a very underpowered Porsche. Good job, Tyler. Fourth was Paul Burgess, another good run for Paul in Ninth Light Racing. Gregory Vranix from H Motorsports in fifth. Kevin Viamont in sixth for Mika. Seventh was Stephen Gobel in VTS Germany. Eighth, Double R Roman Ratu, Miko Esports. Ninth, Yaz Samai in Ninth Light Racing. 10th, Andrew Hopley, H Motorsport. Huh, he must have got penalized, huh? 11th, Simon Chester, Northern Lights Racing, GT Omega. And Stuart Dick fell out in gentlemanly to not affect the outcome. And Ben Cullen didn't start. That's our GT4 roundup. Okay, Chris Shaw. This is TCR. Chris Shaw finished in first in Ascari Autosports. Nice run for him. Second was Carl Hardy. Good performance for Carl. Result Clothing. Third, Mark Heron for Asymmetric. Fourth, Tom Stanley for Asymmetric. Fifth, our own Gary Craig, who did a nice job, BSTV Team Wiobi. Sixth is David Ayers, Result Clothing. Seventh, Martin Brennan. Good job, Martin, Privateer. Eighth, Scott Malcolm, Work Guard by Result. Ninth, our own Pete Bingham and BSTV Team Wiobi. And 10th was Roger Morton, Safeguard by Result.
Excellent. Thanks for that, Bill.
No problem.
The results have been uploaded. Sam is currently getting them so that we can put them on the screen for you. On screen for GT4. So here we go. As suspected, Andrew Hopley takes away the GT4 championship for the second time. Kevin Vimont finished second, and Romain Ratu finished third. Tyler, for interest, you finished sixth overall. I know you didn't do a full season, but congratulations on that. TCR. Let's go TCR, please, Sam.
Well, there's a close battle.
So in TCR, Tom Stanley takes it away by 3 points from Chris Shaw in second place, and David Ayres, Pip's workmate, Carl Hardy into third. So Princess P again only did part season, but finished 9th overall. And have you got the team standings as well, Sam? Very professional. So, Result Clothing take away the team championship with Mika Esports in second and H Motorsports in third. So, without further ado, as they say, we've got 793 million interviews to do. So let's start off with our race winner.
Oh, my.
Let's bring in our very own AAA, Abdul Al Amri. Welcome to the booth, my friend.
Evening, boys. Hi.
Congratulations on the win.
Well
Thank you
done,
very much.
AAA. Well done, matey.
Thank you very much. I didn't expect that. I
No,
really didn't expect that.
it was obviously a bit of an iRacing cock-up, but you've got to be in the right position to take advantage of it when it happens, and that you was. So, you know, the history books will show another win for AAA. But you know, to be fair, you had some pace tonight.
Yeah, I was trying to keep up with the with Double R. Well, he was really fast tonight. He was really on pace. It's so unfortunate for him for this safety car to just come out at the wrong time. I worked it out. I knew I was going to be second after all. It's sorted, but I didn't expect him to be back. So really sorry for him. Yeah.
Go on, carry on.
Sorry, and then I had to battle with Greg. It wasn't easy, and then Rob at the end. It was so stressful, and I had to go pee as well. I could not hold it.
When did you have to pee?
As soon as I crossed the finish line, I just chucked the headset on the side and just dashed to the bathroom.
Brilliant. That's a sign of old age, mate. I'm like that. Yeah, well, you know, we were saying at the end there, Rob Venn gave you a hell of a fight.
Yeah, that was so impressive. I could not shake him. I just couldn't. It's amazing. It was awesome. Yeah, congrats to Rob for the awesome result.
Excellent. Well, congratulations on your win. Anybody you'd like to give a shout out to before we let you go?
Of course, first and foremost, it's you guys. Awesome league. It was an awesome season, up and down, but really enjoyable. Also, would like to congratulate Andrew for the amazing championship he's done. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think next season he's going to have to start with 3 tires or something because
I honestly think if you look back to season 1 and how far Andrew was ahead of everybody, and now take this season and how you guys have closed the gap and took some wins away from him, I think next season is going to be our most exciting and closest season ever.
I agree with that. I think we're prepared for season 3 now. We've learned a lot in these 2 seasons. So Andrews, better watch out.
Excellent. Well, again, congratulations on your win, my friend.
Thank you.
Enjoy your week off, and hopefully we will see you in season 3.
Of course. Cheers. Thanks a lot. Bye.
Okay, so got me flushing sorted tonight. So next we are going to bring in second place Rob Venn. Welcome to the booth. Didn't really hear that, so I'm hoping you're with us.
Yeah, can you hear me okay?
You're very, very quiet. But I can turn you up at my end.
Okay, I'll try and turn it up this then. Is that any better?
Yeah, a little bit. We'll muddle through it. So in the commentary there, Rob, I was saying that you know, we've sort of known each other virtually for a number of years, and your results, I felt, didn't reflect your talent. And I think you had a bit of a sabbatical from iRacing, and now you're back. And is tonight a one-off, or are you getting back to grips with iRacing again?
Yeah, I'm getting quicker, definitely. But the thing is, I think there's a big gap in the series in the GT4 field at the moment. So you take the top 7 or 8, and then there used to be like a second and a half gap. I found sort of this week I was 0.7 off the back end of the sort of front field.
Yeah.
So things are getting better. I mean, I'm doing quite a lot of work in terms of setup and stuff like that, and I'm getting used to the car. And yeah, just sort of you learn things again, don't you, a little bit, and you get a feel for it and what you like and what you don't like and stuff like that. And I'm sort of working on that, and that's where it feels like every week I'm getting like 1 or 2 tenths quicker in terms of my relative pace to the rest of the field.
Yeah, and I always say, you know, I'm always one of the slowest drivers in the field, but I always say, when you're down the back end of the grid, your gains are a lot more impressive than those at the front of the grid. So eventually you end up closing the gaps in leaps and bounds, because you know you're finding seconds and half a seconds, whereas they're finding hundredths and thousandths.
Well, it's like it gets harder, isn't it? The faster you go to gain time, and you do feel like that. I mean, part of it is as well is you can see someone else that's quicker, and that drives you on as well. And sometimes you get in a race or whatever, you'll be behind them, and you sort of pick things up. Because I've been picking up quite a lot from just following people, almost just in the practice sessions and stuff like that. You can pick up sort of breaking points and lines and that type of thing, and that helps an awful lot.
But obviously you must be over the moon with that second.
Oh
play.
I was trying not to think about it in the last quarter of an hour. So when the safety car went in, I was trying to treat it like almost like a hot lap challenge type thing, and not think about where I was. Because if I started to think about where I was, your concentration goes and that type of thing. So I was sort of treating it chicane by chicane and that type of thing to try and just sort of keep within enough distance so I still had the toe off of Abdul. But yeah, and then that was enough to sort of negate Tyler be able to draft me. So it was nerve-wracking, but it was good fun.
Yeah, we had a running commentary from Tyler because we had him in as our in-car reporter, and he was telling us the pressure that you was putting AAA under. And when we just did the interview with AAA, he obviously commended you on your driving and how much pressure you put him under. So, congratulations on that as well.
Oh yeah, thank you. Yeah. I did get a slowdown, probably about 3 laps from the end. I felt like I was gradually catching him, and I just by having the slowdown, I lost a bit of ground, and I sort of lost the opportunity to go for the win almost. Then I thought,
Yeah,
That's
well, that obviously would have been the icing on the cake for the season, bringing home a win. But compared with your previous results, that second place
second's
must be
good
like
enough.
a win.
Yeah, second's definitely. Yeah.
Okay, Rob. So before we let you go, any shout outs you'd like to give?
Well, thank you for you guys for running the stream and the championship and all that, and thank you for the other drivers because I think the particularly over the 2 seasons, the driving standards and the respect between the drivers and all that type of things, improved, and this is the best series I've sort of raced in, to be honest, for that type of thing.
Well, that's always good to hear. And as you know, we've got exciting things for season 3. So enjoy your week off, and we will see you back in the saddle in a couple of weeks' time.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah.
Excellent.
Okay.
So Rob Venn, second place finisher in GT4. Okay, so I'm not going to interview Tyler because we've been talking to him all the way through. So let's bring in our TCR winner and somebody who we shall say is very shy when it comes to coming in for an interview in the booth. Mr. Chris Shaw, welcome to the booth at last.
Hello.
So let's pretend that iRacing didn't cock up the safety car for us. In reality, it didn't really for the TCR fields. But that was one hell of a drive. We know that you had technical issues right at the start there, and was frantically trying to switch monitors round and shifters and get everything working. We see right at the start of the race there, you had that little coming together with Mark that it looked like you came off worse, where you actually straightened Mark up and helped him out. And then from then on, it was just foot to the floor, and those last 3 laps with the 4 and 5 of you, that could have gone any way, but I did put my money on you. Tell us about it from your perspective.
So I did no practice before joining the session, and then about 10 minutes into it, my wheel rim stopped working, which then meant I had no gears, no pit limiter, no anything. So I then was trying to work that out, and while I was doing that, my monitor stopped working. So I started changing that around as well, and then by the time I changed that, I didn't have enough time to change the gearbox to being sequential, so I ended up mapping 3rd and 4th on the H pattern to being up and down and using that to shift, which meant I had to pull it into gear and then push it out again before I could re-engage it. That was
well, maybe that's the setup you need to use from now on.
Never again.
Worked.
No, never again.
But like I say, it was an absolutely fantastic battle. I don't know whether you've seen the standings yet.
I think I've been told it was close, but
12 points.
Yeah, that's
So that's the second season on the trot that you've been the bridesmaid in TCR.
Yeah, one day.
What are you going to change for next season to take away that top spot? Apart from nobbling Tom Stanley, hoping Kevin Veermont doesn't go back to TCRs, praying that Andrew Hopley doesn't decide to drive the TCRs, or switch to GT4 yourself.
I've been thinking about it. I don't know yet. I don't know.
But one way or the other, we will see you in season 3.
Definitely.
Excellent. So we've got a lot of interviews to get through. Fantastic win. Thoroughly enjoyed that. Anybody you'd like to give a shout out to before we let you go?
Obviously just you guys for hosting the season. Brilliant racing all through. Ascari Autosport for always watching every race, and yeah, brilliant logo guys. So
I like your new paint scheme, Chris.
thanks. That's work in progress for next season.
It looks great.
Yeah, we did showcase it at the start, and it certainly stood out on track. Let's say that.
Yeah, I want some of that paint back though. It's gone.
Okay, so congratulations on your TCR win. Commiserations. Well, it's not. It's congratulations for second place in the championship. I'm sure that top step will come to you in good time. TCR winner Chris Shaw, enjoy your week off, and we'll see you in a fortnight.
Right, thanks guys.
Cheers again. Bye bye. Right, Ryan, do you fancy Carl Hardy? Not in that way, but do you fancy interviewing Carl Hardy, should I say?
Yeah, why not? Let's do it.
Excellent.
Not
So let's bring in our second place TCR driver and fourth place in the championship, tipped by his work buddy, Carl Hardy. Over to you, Ryan.
Yeah, Carl Hardy, welcome to the booth.
Hello, Ryan. Hello, everyone else.
Yeah, you had a pretty good race this evening, especially battling for the win in the closing stages. That was bloody awesome to watch.
It was a mega race, that one. It's brilliant. But I will own up to something live on YouTube, I know, and I'm going to look a complete idiot.
Not any more than you usually do.
Thank you very much. But as I crossed the line, the lap before the last, it actually said to me 2 minutes to go. So I just thought last lap. So when I went on to my last lap, I thought I'd won the race.
I've done that.
Now I didn't have to say anything, did I? Because it just looked like they got a mega toe on me, and I just drifted over to the right hand side, and they both went past me, la la la. But no, I actually eased off a little bit, and then I realised, and then I caught them back up again.
If it makes you feel any better, and this was a number of years ago, I actually did that, but I went one worse, and I crossed the finish line and stopped. I was very emotional about winning, and I ended up about 12th. But yeah, shit happens.
It was a bloody brilliant race. I mean, you had two guys around us constantly fighting for the championship. So obviously that's in your mind. So you're trying to stay away from them. And obviously Chris got in a bit of a tangle on the first chicane, which made it a bit easier. I only had to concentrate on staying away from one. And then he decided to bugger off and leave us anyway, so it was fine. Until the safety car.
Yeah, the safety car, it caused how can we say, a bit of a debacle, if you like. But
mayhem, I think, is the word.
Yeah, mayhem.
Yeah.
I was trying.
Yeah, but once it sorted itself out, though, it was fine, though, wasn't it? It's fine. We were all back to normal, and it was fine.
I don't know if you see it, but somehow Simon Chester managed to get an extra wave round lap, and then got stuck in the gravel.
Oh, I saw him in the gravel.
Yeah, so that was funny. Sorry, Ryan.
No, it's all good. Yeah, I was just about to say, after that safety car stuff got sorted out, it produced a great battle, like I said, and what you 4 guys or 5 guys going at it for the win was absolutely fantastic. And apart from that, how is the season going for you? Is it met your expectations, or do you think there could have been other areas that you could have improved on?
Oh, there's always areas, because you've got 2 quick guys at the front what you can't touch. So yeah, that's the aim, is to get quicker, obviously, so I can stay with them 2 guys.
You need to pay Yaz more money to take them out.
Yeah, bless him. Yeah, we won't mention anything about that. He feels awful about that one, doesn't he?
Yeah, and I keep reminding him about
it. But you know, I mean, them 2 guys are what you've got to aim for, isn't it? So yeah, that's the aim. Ready for next season.
Yeah, Carl, do you realize that Clyde is our customer relations manager for Backfire Simsport TV?
Is he?
Yeah, knows how he handles Yaz busting his chops for the next 9 years.
And it's a wicked league. Brilliant drivers. It's everybody respects each other. All right, there's a bit of hoo-ha now and again, but you know what? It's racing. No, it's been brilliant. Loved it.
And are you aiming to be back next season for season 3?
Definitely. Now, not sure on the car though. I'm going to test the Beamer.
Ooh, big boys' toys.
I'm gonna see how I get on in it.
Hmm.
But I don't think I'll be good, so I'll probably be in the TCR.
Good stuff.
But what you could do for me is put the GT3 in for me, just so I can be the only one that drives it.
Yeah, not sorted, mate.
I might be able to keep up with them then. I might be able to keep up.
I
You're
don't
you're
think you'd
very-
do that if we put the F1 car in there, mate. To be honest.
Yeah, cheers, mate.
You're very good in the GT3, Carl. I tell you, you really are.
I do like the drive, but I've had some bad luck the last 2 or 3 weeks.
Yeah, but you're always fast. I'll tell you, you're always right up there.
Yeah, there's a lot quicker guys than what I am, but yeah, I appreciate it.
And another
It's,
thing, it's a lot different than this league. You got 187 cars trying to, kill you out there, so it makes a big difference.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean, I like the endurance racing, and I like obviously this league with the GT3s. That's brilliant. But yeah, it's just trying to stay out of trouble. And I did try, but it was massive net code. What took me out, and then I decided to take myself out with 10 minutes to go.
Ryan, I'm sorry for interrupting you. Excuse me.
No, you're all good. It's all good.
Everybody wants to chat to me, Ryan. It's fine. It's fine. Right, lads, I'm going to let you crack on because there's loads of people.
Again, congratulations on second place tonight, Carl, and congratulations on the great finish in the championship as well. And we look forward to seeing you next week.
Thanks, Ryan. Cheers, lads. Well done for all your work.
See you, Carl.
How about you take third place finisher and TCR, Mark Heron, Clyde?
I most certainly will. Mark Heron, welcome to the booth.
Hello, bye. How's it going?
Congratulations on your third place in TCR, sixth place overall in the championship. But that was you 5 guys there. That was one hell of a battle and could have gone absolutely anyway. Tell us about it from your view.
Oh yeah, it was a race of all emotion at the start. Turn 1, I thought, oh no, what have I done? Because I went too deep, hit the gravel on the outside, and then the car came across, and then all I seen was Chris in my periphery, and I thought, oh no, I'm going to hit him, and then that was it. I thought I'd decided the championship right there and then. So for a few laps, I thought, oh no, what am I going to say at the end of this race? But yeah, he managed to get back, so it was all right. But yeah, the battle at the end of the race, it was great fun.
Yeah, and it's obviously these TCRs are so close that it's nigh on impossible to get away from somebody, isn't it? And especially a track like Monza where you've got those long straights. It all gets very, should we say, tactical rather than just pure racing. You can get past people, but you don't want to do it too soon because you know that they can then get past you. You must have had some, was you popping that virtual champagne cork at any point in that closing battle?
Oh yeah, when I was after Chris overtook me on the last lap, or the second to last lap, and went onto the back straight towards the chicane. I had the picture of me in the top of the podium in my head, and that's why I overshot the corner and got a slow down. Too busy celebrating too early. I thought I've got him, but no, I didn't have him. No way. He was just super on the brakes, just brake way later than me. But yeah, I got a slow down, and that put me just behind Carl. I tried to kind of bleed it off as little as I could, but the slowdowns around here, once you get it, it's just you almost need to stop to get it to go down. last lap of the race as well, I would have ended up with, I don't know how many seconds of a penalty if I hadn't got rid of it. So, but I thought actually Gary was going to come past me as well. He was pretty close at the end, so I went from picturing myself on the top of the podium to being disappointed with what was probably going to be a 4th or 5th place. So.
Yeah, but you know, a podium is a fantastic result. How have you enjoyed the season? Obviously, you switched from GT4, didn't you, to TCR?
Yeah, first 3 rounds. Yeah.
Has it been an enjoyable season for you? And are we likely to see you in season 3?
Oh yeah, it was great fun. Yeah, I mean, the GT4s were great as well, but well, once I switched to the TCR, it's been great. It's been real good fun. Every race has been battles left, right, and centre. Best racing I've had anywhere on this game. So.
Excellent. Well, that's always good to hear. So before we let you go, any shout outs you'd like to give?
Yeah, just you guys have done a great job all season. It's been really good racing, and the broadcasts have always been great. And thanks to Bill for not picking me this time. I almost managed to.
I was going to tell you something, Mark. At the beginning of the broadcast, I said, I'm not picking anybody tonight because I don't want them to share my dark cloud. But congratulations on your nice race today. It was perfect.
Yeah, thanks, Chad. And thanks to just all the other drivers as well. It's been great fun. They've all been great.
Excellent. So congratulations again to Mark on his 3rd place and 6th overall in the TCR Championship. And as we heard, we'll see him again in a couple of weeks' time for season 3. So thanks for joining us in the booth, Mark Heron.
Yep, cheers, guys.
Excuse me. Right. So next, I'm going to bring in Double R, as we affectionately call him, Romain Ratu. Welcome to the booth.
Hi.
Obviously not very happy. I feel that the way that iRacing handles the safety car robbed you of a win tonight. Is that a fair comment?
That was a shit race. Once again, we are robbed of victory. It's starting to be boring. Why a safety car at this moment? Why not have correctly restart? I was 7 seconds ahead of AAA before he entered on the pit lane. I'm back on the track after the pit, and I was ahead of AAA, and I have the message for let pass the 77 car. So yeah, another stolen race and very nice overtaking someone I respect. I wouldn't see it the same way. I wanted to end this season with a victory for Little Angel, who left 8 years ago yesterday. I was hoping to pay him better tribute. Anyway, thanks you to my team for everything, and sorry to everyone who followed us for such a disappointing result. Yeah.
Yeah, obviously the disappointing result wasn't your fault. So nobody's going to blame you for it. We have a feeling it's something to do with Monza. We have a plan for it not to happen again. But season in general, 3rd place in the championship.
In general, just a little precision. 4 or 5 races, we are aboard by a safety car, a victory or a double podium. So yeah, the season was a little scared for our team.
I think, in fairness, Romain, the other ones were just the safety car worked. I agree with your disappointment and your anger in this one because the safety car didn't work as planned. But the idea of the safety car is that
just a question: why you don't do a better restart when I precise on the radio for the restart? They have 1 lap to green, do you want to have another lap with safety car for good class for classing correctly the field? I don't know why the bug is here, but sorry, but you don't do the good thing with the restart, and I'm not happy with this result. It's obvious, but in this case, it was very. I don't have the word for that. So
it's something that has never happened to us before. I can take your criticism. It's not a problem. As I said, I agree with you that you're angry about it. It's happened. We move on. We learn from it, and we try and change it for next season. It is
no safety car.
Really, well, I'm never going to say there'll be no safety car because it is a feature of the championship, and it does shake things up. That's part of it. But there's plans in place to do it differently next season. So we'll have to see where we go from there. But forget this race. Rest of the season, have you enjoyed it? Are we likely to see you back for season 3?
I don't know for the season 3 because we have another plan since early weeks. But yeah, the season was a good season for battle. I learned much things about this championship. It's a very difficult championship. In the level is very hard. I try to learn about my mistakes during this season. I work very hard for progress, for have a chance to win this season. I win last week. I would like to win this week, but don't don't worry for that. But the championship was good. I have a lot of respect for all the driver. A little minus for one of them this week, but yeah, I would like to do the next season if we have the time for that. But I don't promise that.
Okay, well, obviously we hope to see you back again for season 3. Apologies again for the cock up, I'm going to say, with the safety car. It was a bit out of our hands, but it's happened, and that's it. So, anybody you'd like to give a shout out to before we let you go, Romain?
Yeah, I would like to thank my team. It was a very good team for the mental, for the training. We have 2 or 3 person. He is very important for me on the team, and I would like to have a little tribute for my little angel, and that's it.
Okay, well, as usual, it's always a pleasure to talk to you, Romain. We do hope that you're back for season 3. And if you are, enjoy your week off, and hopefully we'll see you again in this league.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you, Romain. Okay, so Romain obviously not very happy. I do understand, but shit happens. So let me bring in our GT4 double champion, and a man I owe an apology to as well. So Andrew Hopley, welcome to the booth.
Well, thank you. What's the apology for?
Well, you'll hear it on the when you watch the broadcast back.
All right.
So
for stealing our team championship, is that
no.
Oh,
Literally, as everything was going wrong under the safety car, I'm typing away, trying to get everything sorted out, and all I can hear in my lug hole is Andrew Hopley chipping away, going, "Oh, you should be doing this, you should be doing," and I think I used a few swear words, to be honest, but
Quality.
So let's talk racing, mate. Last season, GT4. I think I'm safe in saying a runaway winner. This season, you've had to work harder for it, but ultimately you still got to the top of the pile. Is it more satisfying this season, knowing that you had to work for it?
Yeah, it's been good. Yeah, I think it is more satisfying this time. It's been, we've had some good races. We built the championship sort of mid-season, and I think up to that point we were, kind of scratching his heads like, well, these guys are on it. So I think, yes, it has been a big challenge this time around. I wish I had more time to invest in practice this season. I think that's probably what's let me down. I wouldn't say practice would have made me any quicker, but I think consistency-wise, I think I've let the side down a little bit.
And obviously, you switched to running your own team this season. You got Greg on board. That seems to have worked well.
Yeah, so I've known Greg for a couple of years from Sim Racers World. We've raced together in a few championships. So yeah, Greg's a good lad. He doesn't seem to have stepped up to the plate and put the practice in. And I think he'll be the first to admit it. I think tonight showed the kind of pace that he has. He was on the pace tonight. So yeah, it's been great. It's been great having a teammate to sort of judge your own pace off.
Yeah, and I think Greg has steadily improved over the season. I'm pretty sure that you're sort of getting him by the scruff of the neck and dragging him up the standings. What the plans for the future for H Motorsport? Are you likely to be back for season 3 to defend your title?
I'm undecided at the moment. Undecided. It's going on 2 years, I think, since I had a break from weekly league racing. So I'm undecided. Let's see what the people behind the scenes come up with in terms of the new regulations for season 3, and I think we'll go from there. We'll take it from there.
Well, there are. I can't let anything out of the bag yet properly because we're not quite over the line. But we have hopefully got a very exciting league sponsor. We've definitely got some prizes up for grabs for season 3. There is going to be a few tweaks to the rules, and most definitely a big tweak to the safety car. So yeah, things will happen. We'll get those announced in week 13, and we'll take it from there. Obviously, we hope that you're back to try and defend your title again. Fully understand that the opposition's getting a little bit scary now. So
Jump ship while I can.
I need a break is always a good excuse.
We'll see.
And just one funny thing, just going back to my initial apology for swearing at you. It's quite funny because Tyler, I'm going to nominate him for a job as a UN peacekeeper because I'm swearing at the broadcast, calling you names. And I basically said to Tyler something like, "Can you tell that beep to shut up?" or something like that. And Tyler said, "Oh, and Andrew, if you can just be a little bit patient, they're currently working on it." Well, I was rolling up at that point because I was like, "That's not what I said."
Why didn't you just mute me?
Because I was pressing too many buttons at the same time, trying to work out who needed a wave round, and so yeah, and then it was quite funny. I have a fair bit of banter with Simon Chester, but when he ended up getting a wave round to be a lap in front of everybody else and then binning it and getting stuck in the gravel. That made me chuckle as well. So yeah, that was very good. I say apologies again. You'll hear it on the broadcast. You know what I'm like.
That doesn't bother me.
But congratulations on winning it for a second year on the trot. You certainly had some more competition. You didn't have it all your own way, but ultimately you took the championship away. So who would you like to thank?
Yeah, I'd like to thank you guys. I think you've done a great job in building this championship. Yeah, I think you've been stern but fair. I think that's something that I've appreciated. You don't take any crap, which is good to see. And there's a great group of guys in here as well. So yeah, thanks for putting it together, and I hope it continues to grow. I really do. And like I say, I'm not ruling myself out. I have shaved my head, to quit whilst I was ahead, which is why I've got no hair on my head. So I'm known for quitting whilst I'm ahead. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. No doubt, if I don't come back next season, I'll be wishing that I was in it. So
yeah, I know I'm biased. I think the way the league is growing is absolutely fantastic. It is by far the friendliest league. Yes, we have our little spats, but you do in every league. But everybody's so willing to help everybody else. And then couple that with the new sponsorship that we're getting on board for next season and the prizes.
Hooker buys.
I expect that it's going to take off a bit more as well. So, like I say, we hope that you're back. I know if you're not back, as you just said there, you'll be watching the stream and wishing you was driving. So, yeah, one way or another, we'll see you somewhere next season, no doubt.
Yeah, cheers.
Congratulations again on your championship, and yeah, all good.
Thank you very much, and thanks to the drivers as well. And yeah, I'll speak to you soon.
Excellent. Thanks ever so much. Season 2 and now double champion in GT4, Andrew Hopley. Okay, I'm going to bring in Kevin Vermont next. Do you want me to talk to Kevin? Because it might be another grumpy one.
Yeah, you go for it.
Kevin Vermont, welcome to the booth.
Thanks, and good evening.
How are you? Are you grumpy like Romain, or are you happy?
Into two.
In the middle, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So first of all, congratulations on your second place in the season 2 championship. Obviously, you switched car. You won the TCR championship last year. Switched to GT4 for this season. How has that switch been? Have you enjoyed the Porsche?
Yes, my choice for the Porsche for this season is good. I prefer the Porsche at the BMW, and I think have a Porsche in 2 of 3 round. It's better than the BMW, and just for Monza, it's very difficult to catch the BM.
Yeah, we had Tyler reporting from in the car, and we could see that the Porsches were struggling at Monza against the BMWs. But how did you feel your race went?
For this race, it's very difficult because I have massive contact with Stefan. I have looked the replay. He miss your braking zone, but he's very it's very frustrated. But it's a race. Just I think the strategy for this one is good, but we have a problem with the safety car, and it's a shame. But Roman is very frustrated for this, but me not change my race. Just I I think my race it's bad at the start, and it's all.
Yeah, we obviously we heard Romain's frustrations. He was, well, definitely in my eyes, robbed of a win tonight due to that safety car. The season in general, have you enjoyed this season? Especially with the car change and new drivers to race against. Has it been a good season, do you think?
Yes, for me it's a good season. For my first race, first win, and my target for this season it's fifth place, and more after round after round, I uh, I I'm in battle with Andrew. Just of for of season, I think Andrew it's better just with a strategy, but he's I think I will catch him for all of season, and maybe next season.
Will you be back for season 3?
I don't say I don't know. Just for 2021, we have a program in endurance, but maybe after look the new rules for the season 3.
Okay, well, we hope that we see you back in season 3. So before we let you go, Kevin, anybody you'd like to thank?
Yes, I would like to thank my team, my teammate Romain, all driver of the league, and you for the broadcast, and the Kino Pro, nuageplus.com, Domaine Filatro, and Transport Digue Clément.
Excellent. Well, it's been a pleasure, Kevin. Like I say, we hope we see you back in season 3. Congratulations on your runner-up spot in GT4 for season 2, Kevin Vermont.
Thanks.
Okay, so Kevin was a little bit more happy than Romain. Tell you what, Ryan, do you want to take Paul Burgess?
Yeah, I can take him.
So, Paul Burgess, welcome to the booth.
Good evening.
Yeah, congratulations on 4th place in GT4, Paul. That's you seem to have a pretty good race this evening.
Pretty lucky race, I'd say. It went on the last lap, and 3 cars part in front of you, and you managed to get in your 3 places to get 4th. Yeah, it's pretty good, pretty good finish to the end of it. But before that, I don't think it was going so well.
Yeah, I mean, you seem to have a bit of a bad start, and then, yeah, as you say, all the mayhem happened in front of you. You managed to avoid it. So yeah, it might be lucky, but you kept it in one piece and made it to the finish. So yeah, that's still good.
Yeah, I was waiting for it a bit, to be honest, see what happens. I mean, when you've got Andrew and Roman fighting the way they were, like me and Gregory were just not quite full pace behind because we can't be. They're sort of blocking the track, and we know we're not going to pull away. So the best thing for me there was to sort of sit on the tail and see what happens.
I mean, this season overall, has it been a good season for you, or do you think there was like I asked one of the other drivers in TCR, do you think there was something you could have improved on?
I think I still don't feel like I fully got the hang of the BMW and how to get it fast. I think I've got it to quite a long way from where I started. But when you look at the fastest guys, like I just need that extra bit of pace that they just seem to be able to carry through the corners. I'm not sure whether it's me in the car, or whether I can get there. But certainly this has been my first season driving the M4. So it's taken a bit of getting used to, but it's been fun learning, and it's been a real challenge in this league racing against these guys. So it's always testing me every week.
I'm now looking ahead into the new season. Are you planning to race in it?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna go away and see which car suits me best. I gave a little try to the Porsche around Monza, and I've raced the TCR previously, so I might be switching to the TCR, but we'll see what I feel like in the off season.
Good stuff. Well, we look forward to seeing you on track for season 3, Paul. And again, congratulations on fourth place tonight at Monza.
No problem. Thanks very much.
Okay, so that was Paul Burgess, 4th place tonight and 6th place overall in GT4 standings. So let's bring in teammate Gary Craig to the booth. Good evening, Gary.
Good evening. How are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
Yeah, good.
That was a hell of a battle, wasn't it?
It was quite intense at times. Yeah, definitely.
There was a moment there with maybe a couple of laps, maybe 3 laps to go, where you got into the lead, and we thought, "Whoa, he's done it. Maybe he's got in the lead too early. Ah, shit, he's gone wide."
Yeah. Well, before that, apologies to Tom for the two of us touching there. We'd had a really kind of close race after the safety car. We'd been side by side through that first chicane twice already. We'd been side by side in the second chicane, side by side through Parabolica, and it'd been clean. And then whatever, we side by side that time, and we did touch. I'd held it as close as I could, but it looks like it caused him a bit of wheel damage. I know there was obviously championships on the line tonight, so apologies to Tom for that. Hopefully it didn't affect the championship. It looks like he has won it.
He has, yes. So you can sleep well tonight and not wake up with the horse's head in your bed.
Yeah, so congratulations to him on that championship, and apologies for the contact we did make there. But it was a good battle when it lasted. It was good. It was clean for a long time, so that was good fun.
And then, obviously, then more cars were dragged into that battle. Mark Heron was in it. Carl Hardy was in it. Chris Shaw got himself in it and ultimately through to the win. And any one of those 5 cars could have won that race.
Yeah, and as you say, when I got into the lead, what happened? I don't know. I don't know whether I was looking in the mirrors to make sure I was through and out, and I kind of broke for the corner. And oh look, I'm in 5th gear and I'm not slowing down. I just didn't slow down early enough, or the gear shift didn't go. But basically, I didn't slow down. I was in 5th, and I just ended up on the gravel, and I went from 1st to 4th. And then to the end there, made sure Tom got that place back, just because whatever little I could try to give back after that contact. But yeah, it was a close one. It was really good fun. I managed to get Carl during the safety car and the pit stops. Must have took a bit less fuel, which gave me track position. And then yeah, me and Tom were pretty close, and they were just behind. It was good fun.
And the season as a whole, obviously you've not done a full season.
Season as a half, yeah.
Yeah. But you've enjoyed it. It's been good racing.
It has, as I say, it's been good fun to get back in a front wheel drive car. I've enjoyed that kind of you know, I feel if I'm looking forward to next season because I've had like 5 weeks now to get up to speed in the car, and I think there or thereabouts. I certainly hope. I'm certainly hoping Carl doesn't like the BMW because I was looking forward to racing with him and David and just everyone next season. I think it's going to be really close.
I honestly can't see Carl switching cars. I don't know. Well, I'm not 100% sure, but I think he can fit more pies in the TCR than he can in the BMW. So,
well, we all bought the BMW when it first came out, didn't we? Because we were doing GT4 at the time, and none of us did more than 2 practice sessions with it before we went back to the Porsche. So
yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
That's very true. So yeah, it sounds like you're already planning on season 3, which is good. I'm sure Princess Pete will be doing it as well.
You're gonna have to think of 12 more embarrassing paints, though. You'll be running out of
Well,
ideas.
no. You, Tyler, as you know, has taken over doing the paint, so you will get something sensible for next season.
Well, that's just in time because you did 2 fucking dick jokes for the last 2 weeks in a row. You ran out of ideas, and you only had to do 6 weeks.
Yeah, and interestingly, this week was your worst result.
I know. I've had a very surprising season. I'd say I wasn't expecting to do that.
Bit of a soft drive and a limp result, I think.
I'm sure I'll get up there next season.
So you're planning on a full season and sticking with the TCR?
Yep, definitely. As I say, we both did a couple of seasons worth of GT4, and I feel the GT4 got worse and worse over time. They made it worse with the updates, so I'm happy to stick with the TCR. It's a fun car to drive, and I enjoy it, and I'm quick in it. Reasonably quick in it. So yeah, definitely TCR if I do. Well, I am. It will be TCR, and I'll be here. Yes.
Excellent. So congratulations, I'll say, on your 5th place tonight. And congratulations on beating Pete in the championship. So, that's another one. Before we let you go, any shout outs you'd like to give?
Yeah, get well soon to Elvis. He's not been at work today. He's been feeling a bit ill, so hopefully it's not the COVID. But he's tucked up in bed from about 10 o'clock this morning, I think. So hopefully he's feeling all right soon. And thanks to you as usual, to everyone else who watches, and of course to everyone who races against us. It's great fun. Hope for some good clean battles next season.
Well, we've obviously enjoyed watching you race. Enjoyed watching you showcase some of Pete's most used companies.
I thought they were your personal sponsors. That's why you were doing the paints, because you had all the logos from them because they were yours. Yeah.
See, Pete begged me to paint those cars like that, and I'm not one to disappoint. So
Well, now you've got your tablets, but I feel that you've been trying to deflect this.
Well, I think Pete is the one that's taken all the freebies from it. So
Gary Clyde's in denial.
He's very much in denial, but it's okay because he's got as much free healthcare products as he needs.
So, Gary, like I say, always a pleasure getting you in the booth, and we will see you in 2 weeks' time.
Cheers. Thanks, guys.
Thank you, Gary. Right. So, last but not least, we always tend to leave him till last, and let's have a blue on blue interview. Ryan, over to you. And please keep it English, boys.
We'll try. Yeah, Scott Malcolm, welcome to the booth.
Hello. You failed already because you called it a booth.
Yeah, you just piped down.
You can do it.
Yeah, Scott, you had a bit of a quiet race this evening. We didn't seem to see you on camera that much.
I was saying to Gary there, I don't know what happened to my car halfway through the race. Like at the start, I was keeping up with the top 3, and I thought it was actually faster than them. But then after when we had the pit stops, I went in, fueled it up, and Mark and David got to jump with me. And I was saying to David, like, you underfueled that? I said, no, I took the same amount of fuel. And he took the same amount of fuel as me, but for some reason I came out the back of them. And then I just seemed to like lose power because I was like trying to have somebody down the front straight, and they were like actually pulling away from me, and I was gaining. I had no idea what was going on.
Yeah, it seems to be. Yeah, I was watching you earlier in the race as well. It seemed that you might have had a little bit of damage, possibly in the right front. So I don't know if that might have affected your straight line speed, possibly. But yeah, this season overall, is it been a good one for you?
It's been not a bad one. It could have been and should have been a lot better. I set myself high standards, so I expect better than how I did. So hopefully next time out might be a different story. You never know.
And looking ahead to season 3, are you planning to be back in TCR?
Yeah, I'll be back in TCR. Aye.
Good stuff. Well, thanks for joining us in the booth, Scott. And it's not the result you wanted, but it's you've from the times I've watched you, you've started getting, or you've been getting quicker and quicker, and hopefully you can carry that momentum into next season.
I hope so. I really do hope so.
Before we let you go, is there anything you want to ask, Clive?
No. Scott can obviously get better by making the right decision. He knows what I'm on about. No, I've enjoyed watching Scott this season. I've enjoyed the interviews with Scott. He's always, shall we say, brutally honest. Whether he does good, bad, or indifferently. I feel Scott has got the pace for regular podiums. Maybe, and I mean this in the nicest possible way, maybe it's just a little bit of application sometimes. But yeah, the talent is there, the speed is there, the racecraft is there. It's Scott needs to put all three together, and I think he'll be a regular podium finisher.
Yep, I couldn't agree more with that. Thanks for joining us on the booth, Scott, and we look forward to seeing you on track next season.
Yeah. I'm just a bit kind of gobsmacked about what Clyde said there. We're quite overcome there with that. You know, it's okay.
I genuinely mean it, Scott. We've seen the good Scott, we've seen the bad Scott, and we've seen the not seems like not bothered Scott. We used to wind you up at the start about your qualifying performances, and your racecraft used to get you further up the grid. Then you seem to sort your qualifying out, and your racecraft went backwards. And I just feel that if you're in that right environment where you can put all of the pieces together, you're going to be up there. I don't think anybody can touch Tom Stanley and Carl Shaw at present without them having some disasters, which does happen, like Yazgate. But that third step on the podium, I like I say, I honestly believe, given the right circumstances, that Scott Malcolm's name should be on that third step of the podium a hell of a lot more than it currently is.
I would like it to be there. Yeah.
Well, you know what you've got to do, fella. I tell you what, we'll leave it at that.
Yeah, I think we'll leave it at that. Yeah.
I know you've got a tear in your eye because I've given you a compliment, and that doesn't happen very often. So thanks as always, Scott, for joining us in the booth. Like I say, it's always a pleasure to interview you, even when you're grumpy. And congratulations on this season. I still think you've come a long way this season. So season 3, it's going to be better.
I will be. I will be.
Excellent.
Cheers.
Cheers, Scott. Brilliant.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Right, guys. We're going to have to do like a really quick summary on the season, and I'm going to go to Tyler first because Tyler's had some fantastic races this season. Obviously, he was giving us a driver's bird's eye view this evening. So, Tyler, I know we asked you at the start, but end of the season, where did you finish? You finished. What car are you in? GT4, 5th overall.
Yeah.
Without you didn't do a full season, did you?
No, I didn't, and I'm pretty pleased to be up where I am, all things considered. I think I said before today that my target was to have a better average finish than Hopley, and I don't know if I did, but I think it's close. And that was not on pace. I think Andrew is pretty decisively quicker than me, but it was nice being able to just kind of race smart, and kind of pick my moments and choose my battles and work my way forward in races, because I found myself having to quite a lot. But to get as many podiums as I did was awesome. And I don't think, I wouldn't say it was certainly not easy given the quality of this league. There's no shortage of quick guys in the GT4 class, and it was a pleasure racing them.
Excellent. And obviously, our plans for the future and what's coming up and what we're likely to be announcing soon. Does the GT4 TCR fit into Tyler's plans for season 3? And if it does, what car do you think you'll be driving?
It's a good question. As far as what car, I'll be here as long as I have my Wednesday afternoons free. Which who knows on that front, but no, I'll be there. I think I'm going to stick with the Porsche. I like driving it. It's a fun car. I still think it's at a bit of a disadvantage to the BMW on the whole. We certainly saw today that was the case, but it's a lot of fun to drive, and I can, obviously still be competitive in it. So it's not a too detrimental a disadvantage. But no, I'm very much looking forward to being a part of this league again. I just want to say, a thanks to everybody, because rather unexpectedly, I found myself kind of without a ride, if you will, for the foreseeable future. And I made a quick post in the GT4 Discord before I went to bed, just thinking, oh, maybe someone will give me a paint scheme to run next season. And by the time I woke up, I think I had 5 different messages from people saying, oh, you can run with us or jump in our Discord chat during the race next week, or we're doing these endurance races if you want to jump in for that. So it was really humbling, I think, to get as many messages as I did, and I'm really thankful to everybody in this league, not even just those who reached out, because it really was everybody. I'm not kidding when I say it's the friendliest league I've ever raced in. These guys are great, and they race hard, but they're good guys off of it, and I would be silly to not race here as long as I can. As long as the scheduling works out, I'll be here.
Awesome to hear. Bill, give us your season summary.
Well, everybody's kind of beat it to death, but I have to tell you, it was a really wonderful season. I especially like GT4. That nothing against Andrew Hopley. He's got a lot of smarts. He certainly knows how to be there when it counts. But it was nice to see him have a little more competition this year, which tells me that the quality of the league, as far as the driving ability, is getting better. And of course, Tyler Newitt's a very talented young man. He certainly can drive most of these vehicles very well, and his addition has made a big difference as well. And we're I'm certainly happy to have him on our team. As far as a commentator, he's excellent. And well, that's enough for Tyler. He's gotten enough accolades. But anyway, and also the TCR was a close battle all year long. I tell you, I was never much for the TCR when it first came out, but I have to say, the last couple races, groups of 5 and 6 and 7 cars fighting for the lead is just unbelievable. I mean, it's incredible to watch. It's exciting. And again, we don't have the biggest fields in the world, but boy, we got great competition. And as Tyler mentioned, all these guys are terrific. And the little spats we have, let's face it, it's auto racing. You get 20 cars going into one spot on the first lap, and you all say, oh, we're going to take it easy. That's a bunch of bunk. You try to get the best position you can, and people are going to come together. It happens. But all our spats are basically really minor stuff, within 24 hours, it's usually cleared up. It's not usually a big problem. And they come back and they're talking with each other instead of trying to beat each other up, the following week, which is wonderful. So, and of course, you guys that I work alongside of here, it's really wonderful to be able to do this, and I'm looking forward to the next season. It's really exciting, and I can see it nothing but going up and forward.
Brilliant. And Ryan, you jumped on board halfway through the season. You've enjoyed yourself in the booth. From what you've seen, are things looking up? Have you enjoyed it?
Yeah, I've really enjoyed it. It's been great racing in both classes, and like it's been alluded to by before, there's been some handbags at dawn moments and people having a little kind of like bits fights at times. But like Bill said, like the next time around, it's all forgotten and everyone's made up again. So it's just part of racing, and just sometimes you'll get heated moments. But yeah, I've really enjoyed it, and I think next season should be a good one. And I think there'll be some surprises or surprise drivers being right up there battling for a championship.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more with that, because there's, as I said to Andrew, he ran away with it in season 1, and this season he's had to work for it. And a lot of these guys are getting quicker and quicker and quicker. So I'm sure, especially that GT4 thing is going to get a lot closer. And I know the TCR drivers are getting closer. I know Tom Stanley and Chris Shaw are head and shoulders above at the moment, but that isn't going to last forever. So, that has been season 2 of the GT4 TCR Championship. We now take a week break, so we will be back in a fortnight. As it's what they call iRacing Week 13 next week. We haven't got too much planned, but still to come this week. Friday night, we're back with the finale of the V8 Supercar Official Series and the Friday night European Strength of Field race from Road America. And then on Saturday, we have the ISRC Sebring 1,500-mile race. So that's looking like it's going to be a absolute corker. So a couple of races coming up. I would like to personally thank everybody that's driven in the series. It is an absolutely fantastic series with, as Tyler said, it's very friendly. There's a lot of respect. And, you guys make it easy to run. Just had a glance at Discord, perhaps not. But it has been absolutely fantastic. We've got our regular viewers as well. So big shout out to them. We really enjoy their comments. Thanks to Sam for the work that he does on the cameras. Bill has been ever present with me in this. Thanks to Pete as well. Obviously, he's now driving in this series, so not commentating, but he started off. Ryan obviously has taken Pete's his place in the booth, and I think has fit into our unique style of broadcasting quite easily. And obviously to Tyler, reporting from inside the car isn't always easy. Monza may be one of the easier tracks to do it on, but that always gives people, including us, a different perspective on the race. So last but not least, because he's not swore at me yet on Discord. You forgot me. I'm going to go to Sam and ask Sam for his season roundup.
Busy. I think I'll say that 12 times.
Were you busy?
Yeah, I think. Great season. I already said that on the broadcast today at the start. These guys put a lot of show, and it's a great league. They demonstrate that again today. Loads of fair battles. Stuart getting out of the race to let Roman to take the third place in the championship because the safety car fucked up. I think that shows how the people are in this league. And if you don't want to race in this, you don't want to race in anything. So that's my roundup of the season.
Yeah, and like I say, to be fair, the guys are coming up with some suggestions on Discord. So we'll do our best to make some changes, and ultimately, I know this sounds a bit not nasty, but the safety car thing has been in the rules since season 1, and people that get caught out by it tend to complain. People that get an advantage from it tend to be happy about it. From our point of view, it does bring something extra to it. But yes, some tweaks are needed. So some tweaks will be made. So on that note, we're going to need to close the broadcast because we've been trumpeting on for far too long. And Tyler's got homework to do. So I'd like to, as I said before, just thank everybody. And I do really mean that. Even the negative comments that we get from time to time, they tend to be constructive in a way. So yes, we're all human, and we make mistakes, and sometimes, like tonight, there's not a great deal that we can do about it, but we move on, onwards and upwards. So I'm going to say goodnight. I'm going to let the guys say goodnight, and then we will close season 2 and look forward to season 3. So good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody. Thanks a lot for joining us through the season. Thanks to all the viewers, the people on the chat. Thanks for backing us and giving us likes and so on. It's really important. It really helps out. Great bunch of guys that race out there. My hat's off to all of them. They're all champions in my opinion. So looking forward to seeing you all in season 3. And thanks a lot to my colleagues for helping out and doing their jobs terrifically. It makes mine easier for sure. So, and the addition of Tyler and Ryan, it's a pleasure to have you guys aboard. So have a good one, and we'll see you in a couple weeks.
Yep, thanks for tuning in, everyone, and looking forward to season 3. And it's good to work alongside Bill, Clyde, Tyler, and Sam and Pete as well.
Yeah, good night, everybody. Thanks for having me on, keeping me from getting too bored out there. I appreciate getting to be a part of this. It's a lot of fun with everybody here. Super professional as always, and we'll see you next time.
Yeah, maybe not super professional, but yeah, just gonna thanks Clyde because he thanks everybody, and shoot out Clyde because he's the man doing most of the things getting everything stuff done, rules and things. So thank you, Clyde. You did a great job on this one. And you did manage the safety car with only 1 lap more. So good job. And thanks everyone for watching. See you Friday.